3. So I had a big cassette tape. You feel me? Like,
probably gave him like 75%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was and Dr. Dre have a conversation, or to see Mike Dean and Rick Rubin have a conversation. It was just me, Mike Dean, and Rick Rubin in the room.
Like, all right, this is what I want to do. How this is going to go.
Nah, get the fuck out of here. You ain't right there. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Tim Check.
Let me say what's up. You know, Ben Montana, big gatekeeper shit.
Hey, yo. Basically that, you know, like, I was a hooper, so I was always getting the AM1 tapes, right? But my brother was always getting the Smack DVDs, you know? So, like,
man, out here supporting Michigan battle rap, man. Ask you questions for them.
Nigga, I've been doing this shit.
You ain't told me he was going to be secluded in there with me.
I thought I went to rap with you. Nah.
When I first saw it, I was like, okay, cool, I like the name. So I feel like he was slow to start for real.
Nigga, do you know what it mean when I call you my brother? One of us not around, we go hard for each other. Both getting money now, but I was hard in the gutter. Remember smoking on the Nick in the park with each other? They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fam do. They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fam do.
Slide back before the blood dry. Gotta make the city bleed every time a cuz die. I'ma do for my brother what my brother do for me. While I pull up with that 30, let it carry, pull a 3. Loyalty over royalty, I eat who I starve with. It's life thing a gamble, pay attention for card tricks. These rubber band shoe boxes started from small flips. Picture full of homies, we be banging, we all crips. Careful who you trust, the niggas move on their own time. These taking notes, why it's tapping that phone line. This should be a give and go. Federales listening, Silencio. Caught the homies slipping, really hated how they did the bro. But we slid back, be some of my closest homies. Pull up where your kids at, time to ride where your friends at. Niggas changing, man, these niggas changing. And niggas telling, gotta watch them, man, these niggas dangerous.
Nigga, do you know what it mean when I call you my brother? One of us not around, we go hard for each other. Both getting money now, but I was hard in the gutter. Remember smoking on the Nick in the park with each other? They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fam do. They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fam do. We in the streets, better pray for us. The trap wasn't made for us, but that shit made a way for us to have some money saving up. Cause mama need a new crib, my brother need some new tents. Need a couple blue strips, QPO for 2 bins. Asked to move a couple of enemies, lost a few friends. I be wishing that God would give me the blueprint. The devil in my ear telling me to buy a new grip. And leave these little pussy niggas tight if they got loose lips. When the time cold, nigga, but we
gotta be the end of the world for God to come back. But we don't need you now, you old you. You can't treat me like I'm local, I'm global. You think I came to play? Cause this is for the pro? All them ears you ducked, Billy, he would've wanted me to smoke. You put, hey, back. All them years you ducked.
ShowTime Battle Arena. Who battle? We battle. Who battle? We battle. ShowTime Battle Arena. Who battle? We battle. Who battle? We battle. We fucking battle.
September 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Flee from ShowTime Battle Arena pulls up to the commissioners. Corner for an exclusive interview with Joey 9 and Miss F. Dodd. Don't miss it.
Yo. Welcome to the Commissioner's Corner. I'm your host, Joey 9. I have with me.
F that.
Who?
F that. Can we F-E-T?
Oh, okay. We back again. You feel me? Welcome to the Commissioner's Corner. Today we have a fire interview set up for y'all, man.
I'm excited.
You know what I mean? Like these be my favorite interviews because you know, like I like talking to the artists. You feel me? That's I love talking to the artists.
Facts.
But I feel like when we get to talk to the people that's behind the scenes, we get a little bit more information, we get a little bit more understanding, and these are like the must-watch interviews that all y'all should be watching. You feel me? So stay tuned, man. We got a dope one for y'all. Shout out to everybody who pulled up so far, man. We got the Fight Back Arena, my man. Mo in the building. Shout out to Mo. You feel me? Mo in the building. Mama Ward in the building.
Mama Ward.
You feel me? Shout out to Mama Ward. Well, boom, right back at y'all. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody watching. Yeah, yo, I wanna get to it though, man. We got Flea in the building. I'm gonna go ahead and bring our guest up.
Yo, man. What's the word? Fast Lane Fame, aka Uncle Flea, aka Flea Familiar, aka Flea the Player, ShowTime Battle Arena. Quit the cleaners, we in here.
Look, bro. See what I'm saying, yo? Like, he already ready, yo. I ain't even have to. I'm gonna give you the floor. He already ready to go.
Right,
you feel me?
That's
what I'm saying, yo. Lead by example, man. That's how y'all supposed to pull up to the Commissioner's Corner, man. Just like that. He laying the blueprint out for you dummies. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was good, Flea.
Good, man. What's the word? I appreciate y'all for having me.
Nah, man, it's a pleasure to have you up here, yo. Shout out to you, yo. Shout out to ShowTime Battle Arena, yo. This is about to be a fun one, yo. Tell the people where you from, though, gang. You feel me? Let them know where you represent.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, Fast Lane Fame. A lot of people know me as that. A lot of people know me as Flea from Richmond, Virginia, man. The 804, man. So big VA shit in the building, man.
Yeah, you already. Shout out to Cardi pulling up.
Shout out.
All right, so it's the way we like to start our interviews over here. We like to give people like a background on you, where you came from. Okay. You feel me? You just said you from the 804. You from VA. You feel me? Tell the people what it was like for you growing up in Richmond.
Yeah, man. Well, shit, man. I grew up in a neighborhood called Jackson Ward, Gilpin Court. If you ever heard of that, it's one of the toughest neighborhoods in the city. When it was the murder capital, it was the neighborhood that was a large part of the reason for that. So I grew up around there, pretty tough upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Me and my stepbrother, my little sister. Yeah, man. I started battling around there, man. My barber, he used to lock us in the barbershop, and whoever ran out of raps first lost. So that's kind of the origin of me doing the battle rap thing, man. He used to lock us in the barbershop, and first nigga went out of raps, like, you gotta get out of here. You went out of raps, you gotta go. That's kind of where it started off.
Oh shit. Okay. So in a nutshell, that was your intro. That was your introduction to battle rap, like right there.
Yeah, so I would say so, bro. Yeah, that was the introduction. Like it was like a gauntlet right there. Then I got a little bit older. I left for high school. Well, after high school, my bad. I went to New York to a school called Institute of Audio Research. I went there for audio engineering and music business. And there, I met my man Spanish Ran. If y'all know Spanish Ran, he do a lot of work with Aldo and the church. Not the church, but the name of the label is the church. He used to work for Lenny S. And Rock Nation and things like that. But yeah, that's my boy. I met him, and he used to take me around to like all the battles back in the day. Around that time, it was like blue collar TV and all that shit. Remember when the nigga said, I'll bang his hat, smack the nigga hat and shit.
Right.
Yeah. I was there.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yo, low gems and shit.
Yeah. My man Spanish ran to me there, and I kind of fell in love with the culture there. So when I came to Richmond, I started like building it out here.
All
right. I want to take it back a little bit. What was the introduction to hip hop?
Hip hop, my mom's rap first. I would say my mom's taught me how to rap, if you be honest. Yeah, my mom used to rap first. Yeah. I remember that. I remember her going to the studio. I remember that very specifically being in the studio. I remember my mom was in the studio doing a song. They let me come in there. I wrote like I was gonna get on the song. They let me stand in the booth and everything. recording, and them niggas never press record, playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that's one of my earliest memories of like being hip hop. And then my mom was listening to instrumentals and shit like that. So I'll be in the next room, she listening to instrumentals, writing her song, and I'm thinking that this is a song about to come on, and I'm saying my own shit, coming up with my own words. I mean, eventually, you know, it just turned into me rapping.
That's dope.
I'm jealous, yo, because my mother told me she used to rap before, but I ain't never heard her rap, yo.
I heard my mom's rap.
I know my pops. My pops is in a band. You feel me? Like he played music. He played like damn near every instrument. I done seen him pick up guitar, pianos.
That's fire.
Horns, all of that shit. You feel me? So what's in there? Some, you know what I mean? It's in my blood somewhere. You feel me? But what's some of the earlier like hip hop songs you remember, like that kind of shaped your hip hop in your youth? You feel me? Some of the things that made you fall in love with it as a kid. You feel me?
Early Bad Boy and early Rough Riders. Like I remember
Drag On.
Nah, niggas done started something and shit like that. I remember that was heavy going on in my house. My mom's had me. She was like 19 when she had me. By the time I'm listening to music, I'm like 5. She like 24. So this is like Biggie, Lil Kim hardcore. This is like this is like rough shit. You know what I'm saying?
What was Lil Kim album was like listening. That shit was like watching a porno album.
Yeah,
that shit was hard to find.
Crazy. Ice Cube had America's Most Wanted and shit like that. Like that kind of shit. Ready to Die. You know what I'm saying? A lot of early Bad Boy, a lot of early Rough Riders. Early DMX.
Nice. A lot of people, DMX is in a lot of people's early influences of hip hop, Joe. Like
Stop, Drop, Shut 'Em Down, Open Up Shot. That's probably the first song I remember learning, like all the words to.
Oh, that's crazy.
Probably should have been learning the words at that age.
That's crazy, man. Rest in peace to DMX, yo. Rest in peace to the dog, yo. You feel me? All right, so
All right, so give us some history on ShowTime Battle Arena.
History on ShowTime Battle Arena. Well, shit, ShowTime Battle Arena is probably the longest battle rap league running in Virginia, the Mid-Atlantic area. They've been up and running since 2012. So we've been putting a lot of work for a long time. A lot of people that y'all know, like Lou Castro, came from this league. New Jersey Twerk came from this league. There's a lot of guys you guys might know, like Fuse the General, the whole Legion, like Tay Smutter, and a lot of those guys come from this league. Lino Brown, he made it all the way to the finals of Midnight Madness a few years ago.
Hold up before you skip past the mentions. Rest in peace to the bro Hank Diggs.
Rest in peace to Hank Diggs for sure.
Rest in peace to the big bro, yo.
Yes, sir. So definitely yeah, man, we're a big staple out here in Virginia. We've been doing this thing for a long time. We recently kind of relocated our operations to Richmond, to the capital. So
okay. All right, so what part does ShowTime Battle Arena play in Virginia battle rap history? You feel me? I could tell you, like in the DMV and in Baltimore, you feel me? Pit fights was that for a long time. You feel me? Let's talk about ShowTime. You feel me?
So the thing about ShowTime is one of the most pivotal pieces of what we would consider the original DMV movement. Because of the fact that was like the middle ground. So the guys from Maryland, what we would call like at the time it was Bob Benders or BYOB at the time, those guys would come down to ShowTime, and then we would come from Richmond. We would be going up to ShowTime in the beginning. So we would all meet like kind of at ShowTime. It was like the middle ground. I had a league called LOC, the House of Wolves. A lot of guys like Ryder and Jack Boy Main, and a lot of people come from that league. So that's the league that I had in Richmond at the time, and we used to come up and mess with ShowTime. So they kind of became like the bridge between like Maryland and Virginia, and that kind of turned into the talent exchange. That kind of turned into what you guys would consider the DMV movement. So ShowTime plays a real big part in that.
Fire.
So my brother Fuse the General.
Big shout out to Fuse the General, yo.
Shout out to Fuse.
So how did the whole DMV movement come together? Because I know like they tried to do it before, you know what I mean, and then they had to revamp it and call it a new DMV movement. So, were you there for all of that?
Well, I mean, so to preface this, I took a long step away. Right around the time of the pandemic, I took a big step away, and I was only working with Lou Castro and Rada personally. Right, I wasn't working with anybody outside of them that had anything to do with battle rap. Till about February of this year, that was the case. So to answer your original question, we were doing the DMV movement like what's the year all of them guys started getting PGs? Like 2015, 2014ish or so. Yeah. So and a lot of that started because of the talent share that we were doing at the time. I was just talking about like Jack Boy Maine was a Richmond artist that would be battling a guy like Drugs from DC on like a Maryland platform. You know what I mean? And we was doing that for a little bit, and then D.I. the Henny Man, shout out my brother D.I. the Henny Man, battle rap track, came through the league called Do or Die. He kind of like took what we was doing and put it like more on a national scale. Like he kind of showed the rest of the country what we was doing. And that's kind of what turned into what the DMV movement. Like that was kind of like the place to go see the DMV movement. You know what I mean? You started seeing shit like Cuban and Drugs versus DNA and K-Shine. Like these is guys that was main eventing in our circus for a long time, but the world kind of got exposed to them through Do or Die. And I would say that's probably the beginning of what y'all would think is the DMV movement. The new DMV is something a little bit separate from what that is.
No, for sure. Because, you know, there's certain parts of VA that's not necessarily like all in on the whole concept of being a part of the DMV.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, like Baltimore now is, as far as battle rap goes, Baltimore is kind of like, all right, y'all, we cool, you feel me, with being a part of the DMV movement. But the actual city, though,
it was a time when they wasn't fucking with that, though.
Exactly. And then, like now, like, but the city's energy is still the same way. You feel me? Like Baltimore City is still like, nah, we still Baltimore, dummy. Fuck all that dumbass. You feel me? Like we ain't with none of that shit.
It was the same thing here. Like niggas was fighting back against that, against the Richmond being a part of the DMV shit. But it was two big factors, right? One of the biggest factors is Jack Boy was really pushing that shit. And he was the face of the city. And he was really pushing that shit, right? And another factor is Rada, who's from Maryland, was the top tier talent on the Richmond League. So Richmond couldn't talk about themselves without including Maryland. So it was like Maryland kept coming up. So that's kind of why, like, we was kind of eventually okay with it.
Damn Goonies, man.
Yeah, a lot of it go to the Goonies, man, for sure. See, a lot of niggas don't really know, like, that shit is real, though. Like, them niggas is really, like, I debuted Ryder and Jack Boy on the same card. Like, they first battles was on the same card with each other. Like, them niggas came in the game together.
Right.
A lot of niggas don't know that.
All right, so what are some of the marquee events that ShowTime was known for? You know what I mean? Like,
ShowTime was known for this event called Doomsday, which is a huge event. Last Doomsday, Twerk and Lou Castro battled on. And they also known for an event called Jerusalem. And that's usually that's curated by Twerk when he comes around. But going forward, we're going to be known for Dominion, putting Virginia on the map.
Dominion. We're gonna get back to that though.
Yeah.
That's a big part of why we're here right now. You feel me? But we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
Come back to that.
But yeah, but ShowTime been doing this for years, man. I'm talking about classic battles, classic events for years and years before I even became a part of it. So it's just, I'm happy to just add my sauce to it and just, turn it into what we turn it into now.
Okay.
All right, so who are the artists on your roster?
Oh man, there's so many.
You can shout out some. You feel me?
Lou Castro, Rada, Jay Moore, Diesel, OG Moon, Tay, Madface, Fuse the General, Barry Bands, CMQ, yeah, Big Preem, my boy Preem. I don't know how I forgot Preem. Trill Nick. Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, they got a solid roster down there.
Appreciate that.
Okay. I know you previously mentioned it, but just to give it its own segment for real. How long have you been involved with what's happening over at ShowTime?
I've only been involved with ShowTime since I say about January. So about January, Lou Castro came to me with the idea of kind of revamping ShowTime. I kind of really didn't want to do much with battle rap at the moment, but Lou Castro had a solid plan. And when he said he wanted to bring it to Richmond, I knew I had to do Jack Boy and J Moore. So that's what made me lock in to do the Jack Boy and J Moore battle. And like I just been kind of stuck around since when the shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they need me to do.
Fire.
All right, so what do you do in particular over there?
You might come out better asking me what I don't do.
Okay. What you don't do?
What don't I do? I don't battle rap. Almost everything else you could think of, I have my hands in, from the creative direction to I do the trailers. Sometimes I've done the flyers. I'm booking the battles collaboratively though with Lou Castro and Fuse. Everything, man. Everything you can think of. I'm naming the events. I'm doing everything. But we got a strong team over here though, and everybody is definitely doing their thing.
All right. So what do you bring to the team that's different? That's really helping. You know what I mean? To change the direction of ShowTime Battle Arena.
I think I took so much time off and didn't. I wasn't engulfed in it for like 5 years or something like that. So I was able to come back and see it with a fresh eye. And then I'm also like big on marketing. Like me and Lou Castro did a project in that time, like 2021, 2022. We worked with some major labels on the marketing. So I picked up some marketing things. We did a song with Don Q. We did another song with Connie Diamond, who's in the Def Jam system. So, we just picked up a lot of ideas and things that I've been implementing, into battle rap. And just originality. I've always been like a really original dude. If you paid attention to LOC back when I had that league, I try to, stay original and try to innovate a lot. So that's kind of the same I'm bringing to ShowTime.
Okay.
All right. So what sets ShowTime apart from other leagues as far as style, talent, development, production? Like what sets it apart?
I think ShowTime is one of those like rebellious leagues. Like we don't follow the norm. Like we don't do what everybody does because they think it's the right thing to do, or because that's what's been traditionally done. Like for example, we don't flip coins at ShowTime. I don't know if you guys watch ShowTime battles, but since hierarchy in the beginning of the battles, we roll dice, we play high-low. So that's just something just that be different. The way we book our battles, if you look at the sound off card, we had Holmesy and Jay Moore on the card, but they weren't the main event. Alino Brown and Barry Bands was the main event because basically we just wanted to show like we're dedicated to our homegrown talent, even though we might work with people from outside and bring people in, but we are dedicated to the progression of our homegrown talent. And I think that we've done moves and shown people things like that they could see. And then the last thing I'd say is probably quality. We work with BC Music First, who's like to me the GOAT, and we bring a quality to like the grit, because the environment itself is grit, and then he brings like the polish, and I think it's just a good mix. So shout out my boy BC, man. It's like clockwork at this point. We've been working together for about 10, 11 years now.
So So speaking of like the development and stuff like that, with names like New Castro, New Jersey Twerk, they the alumni of Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Like is there any expectation to develop a new wave of talent that reaches that magnitude as well?
Absolutely. So I want to say first things first. Lou Castro is a third owner of Showtime. So he's to you guys, he looks like alumni or like he's moved on, but he's a very heavy, very involved, very hands-on in most decisions that we make here at Showtime. So I know he might look like, he's doing what he's doing in battle rapping and on, smack stages and everything like that, but he's a huge part of what we're doing here on the managerial side as well. And to answer your question, yeah, there is. And that's a large part of the reason why we're bringing back people that, like Diesel, who got a name, but maybe didn't have the right battles to line up her career in a way that would show a superstar. Mad Face, another one. That's the reason why we're bringing those guys back. And we have a plan for the beginning of 2026 as to how we can kind of spotlight some new battlers. Different things that we're doing within our live streams and stuff like that.
All right. So what's like the biggest challenge that the league has faced?
What's the biggest challenge that the league has faced? Well, like I said, I'm probably not the best person to answer that. Like Fuse been doing this for years before I came up.
Since you've been here,
you know what I mean? Since January, what's been the biggest challenge you faced so far?
Yeah, man, battlers are crazy, man. But I already knew that before I came back, so I kind of came back prepared to deal with that shit. But yeah, battlers are crazy, man. And sometimes you kind of gotta be a little bit more than a league owner. Sometimes you gotta be a therapist. Sometimes you gotta be sometimes you gotta be big bro. Sometimes you gotta be little bro. Just depends on the situation. So I think that's kind of hard. Being in the right shoes at the right time for the right people.
Do you find yourself feeling like you a manager as well of these artists?
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of the times they don't know what decisions to make, but it's not that, but you know what, but I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of them have visions for themselves. And a lot of them just, want to just be a creative and don't really know the right steps to take to kind of get to that vision. So I don't mind, allowing them to sit back to be a creative and kind of, guiding them in the right direction, shit like that, especially if they on the roster.
All right, so what's your vision for the future of Showtime?
Man, it's kind of coming to fruition with Dominion. My goal has always been like to unify the state for one, and then push the state nationally. And I think with doing something like Jack Boy Maine versus Ad on a live on pay-per-view, I think that's a large part of achieving that. This is a league that was usually known for being like a Northern Virginia league that kind of expanded out into Richmond by, coming to deal with me. And then now we kind of expanding out even further, so we're making a platform for everybody to be able to battle in Virginia. And then another thing, which I've been pushing a lot is Virginia battle rappers have to travel the world, the country, every time we want to battle, every time we want to see a battle, every time we want to do a battle with some essence to it, right? And I feel like what we did by creating Dominion is we created a battleground that at least once a year they got to come see us, and that was important too.
No, that's fire. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, like a lot the leagues that hold the weight in every region are the ones that do that. They put on the events, they put on the big cards that the out of town people say, nah, bitch, I want to be on the next one. You feel me? Like, okay. Look, I was about to say something, but I don't want to start no shit. You feel me? Like,
nah, man, let's go, man. I got one in my head. Like, well, come on, you got me.
Look. We gonna talk about this Dominion card first, yo. Shout out the ShowTime Battle Arena, Dominion,
and the Concrete Kings, man. Shout out Ab, my brother Ab.
And the Concrete
Kings. You feel me? But yeah, yo, big shout out to Flea and Showtime Battle Arena because this is his interview right now. You feel me? Dominion.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
feel me? Y'all see that main event, yo. November the 22nd, live on pay-per-view, yo. We got one of the best punches in the world.
Yeah, if not
If
the best
not
punch
the,
in the world.
you feel me? But definitely one of the top 3 punches in the world right now. You feel me? Versus Jack Boy Maine, yo. Like, he is VA, yo. You feel me? Like, when you look at both of these guys, you're like, damn, yo, both of these niggas super Virginia, yo. Like,
Yeah,
they both put
yeah.
on.
It don't get no more
It
VA
don't
than
get too much movie.
the name Dominion, right? It's a name that is it's a few things there. So if you know anything about like the Bible, you know you got dominion and the angel, you know the order of angels and shit like that. Like that was tied into hierarchy, and I wanted to have a good sequel to hierarchy, right? So that was the initial thought behind it. But there's so many things in Virginia. If you guys ever heard of Old Dominion University, ODU, if you guys ever heard of our theme park, it's called King's Dominion.
That's our part too, yo.
Our
Stop
power,
playing me, yo.
our power company is called Dominion Power. So it's a lot of shit out here that you know Dominion is tied into. So we tried to come up with a name that wasn't super corny, but that everybody that's in Virginia could feel a part of it and have some kind of connections.
No, and then the flyer is fire as well. You feel me? The graphics are dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the way to start it off. Like, this the type of flyer you put it out, and then you ain't even really gotta pay nobody else to get the battle in the card. Yo. Like, it's, you feel me? Like, oh shit! Like, I want in, dummy. You feel me? Just get me there, and I'm with it. You feel me?
They fucking with. They're gonna love some of these announcements, man. We about to pick that back
facts.
up real soon.
So, what battles have been announced so far? Just that one?
Just Jack Boy and Av. So if you guys were in the initial space where the battles broke out, like where it stemmed from, then you'll know some matchups because everybody were in there kind of talking and pairing off like that. But if you missed that space, then you're gonna have to catch it with the announcements. But there's some people who know what the battles are. Some people have said, you know, from both sides that they on the card, not on the card, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's a couple of things floating around. We're about to pick up announcements real soon.
That's what's up. Bro.
That's dope.
All right, so damn, yo, one more time. Let me throw this back up there again, yo, so y'all can check it out. Dominion, November the 22nd. You know what I mean? If you can't be in the building, you know it's gonna be in Richmond, right?
Nah, it's gonna be in the 757. It's gonna be like in the Chesapeake area.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, I seen my dog Caution was in the building earlier. She gonna be right down the street from there. I know she gonna try to be in the building for that.
Yeah, pop out. We're going to see them boys in the 7-5 live on pay-per-view. It's a lot of all the usual suspects that you would think of from Virginia that should be on this card is on this card. So, you know, stay tuned. We're gonna do the rollout real soon, and I think y'all gonna love it.
Fire, yo. So make sure y'all stay tapped in. Concrete Kings.
It's for the crown. Who's the king? Is it gonna be in the 7-5 or we bringing that bitch to the 804? That's what I want to know. That's what I booked it. Now tell me where the crown at, man.
Man, yo. Look, it's going down, yo. Make sure y'all tap in. All right, let's get to the next one.
All right, so what's the next event coming up? I mean, I'm sorry. What's your most memorable event?
My most memorable event. So a lot of my ideas have been rehashed and used by other leagues. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be Dominion. You know, a lot of my ideas, a lot of things that I've done has been you guys wouldn't even believe I was the originator of it. There's no point. So Dominion's the answer.
Shit, man.
Oh, you know what I will say? You know what I will say? A few years ago, I did an event right after the pandemic. I'm not told I was working with Rada and Lou exclusively. I did Rada and Lou Castro. I'm sorry. I did Ryder and A Ward. And what I want to say is A Ward is probably the most professional, probably my favorite battle rapper I've ever worked with. Not only did on a
Don't
brand
just say
new
that because
league,
his
did he
mother
tell
here,
people,
y'all.
I didn't even know his mother was in here. I'm telling you something
Oh,
for
damn,
real.
that's crazy.
Yeah, not only did he tell people to subscribe to my brand new channel. After they did that, when his battle came out, he shared the hell out of his battle. And then the battle that came out after his battle that had nothing to do with him, he told people to go watch that battle and subscribe to the channel. I would spend that money with him every day. You know, like that's a person that I had a good experience.
Fire. All right, and what's an unexpected experience that you had during your time in battle rap? Like, no matter what part of it was.
Unexpected, like what? Like somebody getting bodied? I didn't think was gonna get bodied, or like something happened at an event. Like,
hey, whatever you want to, whichever one come to mind, bro. It could be anything.
Man, I'm from Richmond, bro. Y'all know what happened. I ain't got to get into that. Y'all know what's going on.
That's kind of to be expected though. It's more rare when it don't happen. You feel me? So
yeah,
exactly, I mean, all right. We gonna get off that. We gonna get off that. All right. You got any advice for anybody looking to get involved in battle rap? Like, not as a battle rapper, but behind the scenes necessarily. You feel me? Like, you got any advice you want to get them? Because I know it's not easy.
Well, I know it's not easy. As a league owner, I'll say this, man. Have your bread. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm not saying you got to be, but have your bread, bro. Like, be able to cover the event if the door doesn't do what you expect the door to do. I think a lot of people get to these events, the door don't do what it's supposed to do, and now they end up having issues telling the battler they can't pay them. And that's like the nastiest, jinkiest shit I think you can do in this. Especially you let them rap first sometimes, they just get real jinky. You know what I'm saying? So have your bread, man. Be able to cover the event, without the door or without the pay-per-view, whatever the case may be. I think that's first and foremost for me. I'm just big on the business of it. And then secondly, like if you're not coming in this shit to do something different or to innovate, then this shit is overpopulated. You're taking up space. So I would say if you come in here, have a niche, have a idea what you want to do, what you want to be original. Even if it's a type of battler you want to see or a style of battle you want to see, like be able to come in here and make your mark and not just come in here and imitate what other niggas is already doing. That's probably my best advice.
That's dope, though. So, shit, yo, you got any plans after Dominion? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do. We got a couple things we want to do, man. We want to definitely do league versus league. A lot of people don't know our roster right now because me coming around, kind of revamping things. A lot of people don't know in the forefront what we're doing, but we definitely want to get in a league versus league. We want to get in a league versus league with New York. We want to do league versus league with Philadelphia. We want to do league versus league iBattle. There's a few different people. Baltimore. Few different people, man, who we could do league versus league with, if the time calls for it or if it makes sense. And also, I want to do some sort of tournament next year for some of my new guys. I definitely want to spend some time focusing on that and curating that for them.
Okay. Look, man. We got to see what's going on with the Baltimore League right now, yo. I don't know what's going on with the Baltimore League, yo.
Yeah, I still got rappers though. That's because I ain't got no league though. Me ain't got no rappers, man. Get like 5, 6 of them together, man. They can come to the kiosk, man.
Man, you are, look, bro. I feel like you calling me out when you say that, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a conversation that need to be had. I mean, I heard you shoot at New York too, yo. Like, we're not gonna act like fight back now.
Yeah.
Yo. Shout out my man Mo Moolah, yo.
Yeah, they still here. Where they
I
at?
mean,
Where
like,
they
we're
at?
not gonna act like
Fake
Mo not
arena.
here, yo. But
Yeah, fake arena.
he said we the biggest arena. You already.
Yeah, this is the arena right here.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. Shout out Mo. That's my
Yeah,
gangster.
yo, no, for real, yo. Mo Moolah solid, yo. You feel me? I would love to see that as well. You feel me? Because he got some shit going on up there.
Definitely got
man?
some hitters.
He been recruiting some new soldiers too, yo. You feel me? Like, so we gonna see, yo. We gonna see.
Gonna need him. He went up on Showtime.
Hey, yo, like, let me ask you this though, like, kind of to touch on the question I had for you before, like when people come to Showtime, like if y'all were to have like a tryout or something like that, you feel me? Not even necessarily just the talent wise, you feel me? But what are you looking for from an artist that's looking to be a part of the roster? Like, even if you know you got to build them up, you feel me? What are you looking for? What traits are you looking
For sure. So we've been putting guys that's been doing our tryouts lately. We've been using the spaces with OG Spaces we've been kind of using that as our PG kind of system for a little bit. That's kind of something that we've kind of just recently started incorporating. But that's kind of what that's my guy. Shout out OG Spaces. But that's kind of how we've been kind of using it to like figure out what talent people like. And then for me, what I'm looking for outside of originality is drive to promote yourself. A lot of these guys either just don't or won't promote themselves. And I don't know what it is. And I know you as a manager probably can relate to that on a whole nother level.
Yo, you know how frustrating
So, yeah.
it is, yo, to spend time out your life making a promo video for a nigga, and he only retweeted when you make like the one that you shared. That's the only time you see it, or even if you get that. Oh man,
Trust me.
I'm sorry.
Trust me, man.
PTSD,
I know.
bro.
Go ahead. Yeah, man. So I think I saw certain guys on my roster, like not to single anybody out, but I am gonna commend people who deserve commend. Trill Nick, like Trill Nick makes all his own promo videos, all his own, like he does that shit himself. He don't ask nobody to do that for him. He does all that shit himself, and he'll even offer other people in the league, like, yo, if you need one, I'll do it for you. You know. So shout out Trill Nick, and shout out CMQ. He's a newer guy on our roster, but he's on the spaces like promoting himself or promoting the league like all day, every day. Like I'm sure you probably ran into CMQ a couple of times as frequently as he's on this shit. So shout out my boy. I definitely got to give him. Going to be a new battler, man. He definitely promote that.
Facts, yo. Well, shit, those are the shout outs. You got any more shout outs you want to give, yo, while we up here? Yo, I'm about to start wrapping this up.
Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out my brother Fuse, the General, man. He definitely, laid this foundation that we running with right now, man. Shout out my brother Lou Castro. We really on some 2000 Lakers shit right now, the way we on some building this team up, man. So that's really my guys, and I'm really in the trenches with right now, man. Yeah, man. Quit the Cleaners, man. QuitTheCleaners.com, man. If you guys need any, music admin, any kind of rollout advice, strategy, graphic design, or anything like that, you can get with me on that end. And shout out my roster, man. ShowTime Battle Arena, man. What we're doing right now is epic. We're trying to go on one of those runs that y'all seen these, that you're seeing from other leagues, the riots, the trenches, and all that. Like, we're trying to have, one of those runs, man. So if y'all support that, man, subscribe to the channel, follow us on the Twitter, and just stay tuned to what we got going on.
Show. And what's your message to Kels and OSBL, yo? Like, what you want to say to them?
See y'all soon.
I know we pretty much saved that for the DMV All-Star shit and all that type of shit, but we gonna get a league versus league. Well,
I think the next time ShowTime or OSBL see each other is gonna be a lot different than the last time OSBL or ShowTime see each other. I'll say that.
All right, yo. Okay. All right.
You ready? ShowTime Battle Arena, man. Who battle? We battle, man. Fastlane Fame. Quit the Cleaners, man. Uncle Flea. Flea for mayor. Flea the player. Man. Commissioner's Corner, man.
The Million. November the 22nd.
The Million, November. Man, Av versus Jack Boy Name, man. For the crown. Don't miss it. If you miss it, It's your fault. You the square, not us. We put it on for y'all.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
real shit. Flea, yo, this was dope, bro. You feel me? Like, very, very, very dope. Very informative interview, yo. Like, I appreciate you taking time to come up here and kick it with us on the Commissioner's Corner, yo. You know what I mean? Shout out to F Dot, yo. She had to, you know what I mean? She had to dip off real quick, you feel me? But shout out to F Dot for pulling up, yo, and helping me with this interview, yo. Flea, yo, tell the people where they can follow you at on all your social medias and all that.
Yeah, definitely, man. You can follow me on everything, Instagram, TikTok, everything you can think of. Flea, the number 4 mayor. And if you're looking for me on Facebook, it's just Flea. No last name, no nothing, just Flea. Post a lot of my shit there, and I post a lot of my updates on Quit the Cleaners and ShowTime Battles on Twitter. So follow me there.
Okay, yo. And make sure y'all tap in. Watch for those updates and announcements on Dominion. It's gonna be some more fire battles coming out. If you know, you know. You feel me? This one.
Yeah, go watch that J Moore versus Holmesy the God. We just dropped that last week, man. Run them numbers up, man. That was a crazy battle.
Facts. Make sure y'all run that up. Once again, Flea, I appreciate you pulling up to the Commissioner's Corner, yo. You done been to the crib now. You know where we at. So whenever you want to spin through, you feel me? Just tap in with me. You know what I mean?
Say no more. Yeah. I'm about to tap in with you about something else, man. I'm gonna get your DM.
That's a bet. That's a bet, yo. And y'all know what we say over here, yo, on the Commissioner's Corner, man. Spread love, not hate. Peace out, y'all.
Nigga, do you know what it mean when I call you my brother? One of us not around, we go hard for each other. Both getting money now, but I was hard in the gutter. Remember smoking on the Nick in the park with each other. They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fame do. They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fame do.
Slide back before the blood dry. Gotta make the city bleed. Every time a cuz die, I'ma do for my brother what my brother do for me. While I pull up with that 30, let it carry, pull a 3. Loyalty over royalty, I eat who I starve with. It's life thing, a gamble, pay attention for card tricks. These rubber band shoe boxes started from small flips. Picture full of homies, we be banging, we all crips. Careful who you trust, the niggas move on their own time. These taking notes, why it's tapping that phone line. This should be a give and go. Federales listening, Silencio. Caught the homies slipping, really hated how they did the bro. But we slid back, be some of my closest homies. Pull up where your kids at, time to ride where your friends at. Niggas changing, man, these niggas changing. And niggas telling, gotta watch them, man, these niggas dangerous.
Nigga, do you know what it mean when I call you my brother? One of us not around, we go hard for each other. Both getting money now, but I was hard in the gutter. Remember smoking on the Nick in the park with each other. They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fame do. They been my brothers ever since we was children. And if it's beef, then we gotta go drill them, cause that's what fame do. We in the streets, better pray for us. The trap wasn't made for us, but that shit made a way for us to have some money saving up. Cause mama need a new crib, my brother need some new tins. Need a couple blue strips, QPO for 2 bins. Asked to move a couple of enemies, lost a few friends. I be wishing that God would give me the blueprint. The devil in my ear telling me to buy a new grip. And leave these little pussy niggas tight if they got loose lips. Winter time cold, nigga, but we had
ShowTime Battle Arena. Who battle? We battle. Who battle? We battle. ShowTime Battle Arena. Who battle? We battle. Who battle? We battle. We fucking battle.
September 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Flea from ShowTime Battle Arena pulls up to the Commissioner's Corner for an exclusive interview with Joey 9 and Miss F. Dodd. Don't miss it.
To be the end of the world for God to come back. But we don't need you now, you old you. You can't treat me like I'm local, I'm global. You think I came to play? Cause this is for the pro. All them ears you ducked Billy, he would've wanted me to smoke. You put, hey, back. All them years you ducked.
3. So I had a Biggie cassette tape, you feel me? Like, you probably gave him like 75%. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And it was and Dr. Dre have a conversation. Or to see Mike Dean and Rick Rubin have a conversation. It was just me, Mike Dean, and Rick Rubin in the room. Like, all right, this is what I want to do. How did you go about it? Nah, get the fuck out of here. You ain't right there. Yeah, man. Shout out to Tim Check.
Let me say what's up. You know, Dana Montana, big gatekeeper shit.
Hey, yo. Basically that, you know, like, I was a hooper, so I was always getting the M1 tapes, right? But my brother was always getting the Snipe DVDs, you know? So, like,
man, out here supporting Michigan battle rap, man. Ask you questions for them.
You nigga, I've been doing this shit. You guys know what you mean, cuz?
You ain't told me he was going to be secluded in there with me.
I thought I went to rappers and came with you. Nah.
When I first saw it, I was like, okay, cool, I like the name.